The Bitcoin price is squeezing into the tip of the symmetrical pennant. Will this potentially lead to an absolute and utter capitulation or a potential rise into a new bull market? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price and the action inside the chart right now. My friends, Bitcoin still finds itself at one of the most unique ranges we've seen in years. In my opinion, this is either going to become the new bearish ceiling of a multi-year continued bear market that could lead to another capitulation-esque event, or we are going to see this thing rip through this range and potentially begin a brand new bull market. So I want to look at both sides of the equation here, both the bearish possibilities and the bullish possibilities. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up, all right? So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame for Bitcoin. So clearly, my friends, just to basically give you guys the overview here, in my opinion, anywhere inside this red box is still fair game for a macro resistance point on Bitcoin, simply because we had this whole area of multi-month support, which then confirmed into a new resistance, not once, but twice. And now, my friends, we are here testing it as a triple top right now. Furthermore, just like this top here, from the 20K top all the way down to the 3K bottom, we saw that this produced a Fibonacci extension target all the way up here around the $13,000 mark. And my friends, look at where the last Bitcoin parabolic top blew off at. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan, right there at the 0.618 Fibonacci extension targets. And if we take that Fib extension target from this top now to this bottom here, we could see that Bitcoin has tapped this right here in the middle of this range once again. Will this wind up being the market cycle top before another capitulation? Let's look for further evidence, okay? So now that we've got the macro all talked about there, let's look in on a more zoomed in perspective, okay? So right now, after breaking out of this resistance cluster here, right, where old support flipped into new resistance, and once the new resistance was broken, we had our run all the way up to our most recent high at 10,000. Now, after the halving debacle right here, we're seeing that this is forming a symmetrical triangle here, in my opinion. Also, take it with a grain of salt. It's possible that if this pennant does not do anything and we just wind up floating sideways out of it, it's possible that we could see something more along the lines of a longer term descending triangle like this, right, where we continue to see support built in this green box down below, and we continue our lower high trajectory, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But right now, basically, it's these two formations. Either we're looking for a pennant breakout right now, which could wind up being a bull flag, right, with our flagpole all the way up, which if we extrapolate it over, we got our flagpole up, take it from the tentative breakout point, we could see that that gives us a target with the flagpole up around the $12,000 region. Is there any further is there anything else that we could look at for this for potential targets? Surely, my friends, we could take the Fib target from that swing high to the swing low, and that produces us a 1.618 Fibonacci extension all the way up at about 14,600. Let's get this crypto. Now, again, please take it with a grain of salt, my friends. This range is one of the largest historic resistance levels in Bitcoin history. So, I mean, if we get through here, big keyword if, I would expect bullish speculators to get quite exuberant, and we could be in for an absolutely savage movement there. But, we'll have to play that day by day. But right now, I think that this is a point here where if we were going to see a rejection, this is it. And either we're going to fall out of this to the downside, lose the support of the green box here, which on my chart goes all the way down to about 8,600. If we lose this, basically, it's either just a loss of the pennant, if you want to look at it like that, or realistically, if we test up here as well, it could just be another descending triangle. Now, descending triangles are infamous, my friends, throughout Bitcoin's history, right? I mean, we had a large one here, right, back at the top there, large descending triangle. Then we look back over here, my friends, all the way back in 2018, large descending triangle. I'm sure if we go back in time, there's just more, my friends, again, right? This one right here, boom, was a longer term descending triangle. And each time you can notice here, right, Bitcoin has had an absolute and utter capitulation after falling out of that range, right? And the thing for me here, my friends, is that if this is what we form, let's just draw it like we did draw the others just now, just to make it look nice here for ourselves. If this does wind up playing out as a descending triangle, okay, a drop back down to levels that we saw consolidation at prior would be quite normal, right? And for me, that is around this range right here. And what we also have to understand, my friends, is that if we pull up our Fibonacci retracement this time, not the extension target to the upside, but rather the retracement possibilities to the downside, we could see right here that we have the honey hole of Don Carpaccio between the 0.5 and the 0.618 retracements right there between 7,000 and about the $6,200 region. This comes in complete confluence with this old historic level of price action here, which a pullback to this level, I mean, a rejection up here would be normal in my opinion, right? And then if we fall out of this triangle, getting down into this range, yeah, it would be disastrous, right? For the time being. I mean, many moon boys with no stop losses, no risk management, etc. will get wrecked if this occurs, right? A 30% move to the downside is nothing to take lightly, but it's possible that this could wind up being a longer term support range that the bulls then look to regain the momentum and really look to push through shortly thereafter. Let's get this crypto. So basically, my friends, what we're looking at here right now is that there is a possibility to drop, right? But we need to look for more clues on the direction of this trend, right? So we have this potential triangle here, and we also have the potential pennant. Now, if we pull up our RSI and our MACD histogram, what I want you guys to notice here, my friends, is that we are seeing a hidden bearish divergence, or excuse me, a hidden bullish divergence here, right? We are seeing on the RSI, lower lows come in, right? Low, lower low. But here on the price action, low, higher low. So we are seeing what is known as a hidden possible bullish divergence right here inside this pennant right now. But please understand that we still are on a lower high trajectory at a massive historic area of possible resistance confluence. But it is nice to see that we did find support back in this range that the Don was expecting support to potentially come in. And now we are looking to test back up and forming a hidden bullish divergence. If the bulls are going to get through this range, I did want to see some type of divergence form, and we are seeing that right now. Will it play out? Doesn't have to. It's just that there is at least something building there for the bulls, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. If we move over to the 4-hour time frame here, some more bullishness as well. It's just more of a positive note than anything really bullish. It's that on the 4-hour time frame, we did go into oversold conditions, right? We did find that support. So now a bounce back up out of the oversold, back up into overbought, as it's done time and time again, throughout Bitcoin's history would not be far-fetched in my opinion. It's just something nice to consider that, hey, we fell into a support zone, went into oversold conditions, and now we're bouncing, right? Definitely more healthy than not, in my opinion. If we look at the weekly time frame, I want to flip on our moving averages now, okay? We could see Bitcoin at the time of recording here is still flush above the 50 and 21-week moving averages, still definitely healthy there in my opinion, as all throughout Bitcoin's history, trading above these regions has been very healthy for the price. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results, and we still have a plethora of other things that could potentially be bearish here, but as long as Bitcoin is trading above these two, in particular on the weekly time frame, above the 21 and the 50-week moving average, I mean, there's always hope for the bulls here, in my opinion, as long as it's above there. If we drop down, I mean, we're going to have to see what happens, because we would be below those regions, and although this is a possible support range, that is also another indicator in and of itself that falling below these has not been healthy and has actually fallen below these at times where Bitcoin has broken down out of these descending triangles and then capitulated, right? We saw that it started trading below them right there out of a descending triangle, and then bang, wrecked into the crypto abyss. Okay, look, descending triangle here, trading below both of them here, wrecked into the crypto abyss. Okay, and then it fell below this one here before it actually dumped even further. So now if we are to fall out of this triangle here, fall below those, I mean, my friends, it would look very, very similar to what we've seen in the past. Let's get this crypto. Oh, and I haven't said it yet, but if you are appreciating this content thus far, my friends, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps with the algorithm. And if you're brand new and you are enjoying this analysis, also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately. Many people are not getting my subscription notifications when I upload, so just make sure that you have the subscribe button clicked, the bell is ticked, and that all is selected, and that should give you all of the notifications when I upload. Let's get this crypto, okay? But now, basically, that's my thoughts there on this right now, my friends. I mean, it is what it is, right? Also, I almost forgot to point this out, that we did have a bullish golden cross there on the daily, the 50 moving average crossing bullishly up through the 200. These things in crypto, though, I mean, it's really amazing. They've actually had a tendency to play backwards, which is absurd to me. But most of the time, I mean, look, right here, we had the cross and it dumped, right? Here we had a bearish cross, right? And we ripped, right? Then back over here, bearish cross, and we ripped. Over here, we had a bullish cross and we dumped 10%. It's just amazing, really, how this has had a tendency to play out throughout time. But, per classical technical analysis theory, I mean, a bullish cross is good, but here in crypto land, for whatever reason, they have had a tendency to just, go opposite. But we'll have to see how that plays out as well. For the time being, though, right now, I mean, this is as neutral as it gets here. I mean, currently I'm awaiting for breakouts of either this triangle to the downside or this pennant to the upside for that potential bull flag extrapolation that I pointed out earlier, with targets. I mean, for me, my friends, if we get above this range, roughly at 10,500 to 10,800, and we are able to close daily and weekly candle bodies above that range, at that point, for me, the sky is really the limit. There's just not much trading history up in this area up here. I mean, there's just not a lot, and it could send bullish speculators into a frenzy. But you have to question, is there going to be a fake out at that range? Because you know how these markets, generally tend to go when everybody gets on the bullish bandwagon. Generally, you get some shenanigans that can really be devastating. So we'll have to see. I'm playing it day by day, cool, calm, and collected, preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. And right now, my friends, I am strategizing for the breakout of this range. You could see I'm not in a position right now. There's just no position for me to currently get in right here. I'm awaiting for this breakout, and I'm setting up what I perceive to be a very high reward, low risk trade setup to potentially catch this move and get this crypto. And if you do want to see exactly how I'll be setting up my trades, my exact entries, exits, targets, positions, everything exactly in real time, my friends, that is what I post for you around the clock in VIP. So if you are not already in my VIP and you want to see my exact entries, my exact exits, my exact potential take profit points, my friends, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. That is going to wrap it up here, my friends. Like I said, something's going on here on YouTube recently. It may just be with crypto channels. I really don't know, but something with the algorithm. So if you could just give a thumbs up, it really would help the channel out. And like I've stated earlier, make sure, even if you're a long-time subscriber, okay, make sure that your subscribe button is clicked, the bell is ticked, and that all is selected. If all is not selected, YouTube is not giving you the notification for some reason. So really make sure that all of that is completed if you want to get notifications when I upload, okay? That is the best I can do on my end. I wish I had something else to tell you, but I don't know. I hope that they fix this problem sooner rather than later. But either way, let's get this crypto. And you should all know that beyond that, I only can post on YouTube here once per day or less. In VIP, it's 24/7. If I see something in the chart that I like and I'm looking to take a position, well, I'm going to be posting it all around the clock for you there, 24/7. So my friends, like I just said, today is truly the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. I'll be posting my exact potential entries, potential exits, potential take profit zones, all of it in exact real time for you in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.